Can y'all hear me? Nope. I know you can't. Let me take this out of my ear. Let me see. Can y'all hear me okay? Do I sound muffled? Good to see everybody in here. Happy Sunday. Guava to everybody in the house. It's a rainy day here in, well, at the land. I'm still drinking some coffee. It's about to start raining again. I thought I'd stop. I sound okay? Okay. Because I know my last live video was really muffled and I don't know what happened. Sipping on some coffee though. If y'all don't mind, because I've been so busy today. I made some coffee and my daughter bought her, oh man, you can see how rusty it is. My daughter bought me this thermos like 15 years ago with her first job. And I still use it to this day. So I love that thing too. I'm not even delivering mail no more and I still use it. Happy Sunday to hey, Unbiased, how you doing? Hey, Melvin. I could barely see everybody, but I'm gonna do my best. Let me see if I can't. Yeah, get a little some light in my eyeball here. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all's girl Brenda. She is aware. Juan Perez, God Construction. How you doing? God's Construction. God's Construction. God's Construction. It's good to see everybody in here. Who was that I just missed? Belinda. Hey, Damien, the rough. What's going, Willie? What's up, Willie? See, now, Willie, when I be talking about Willie, I ain't talking about you, okay? I don't want you to be like, Lyd always talk about me. No, Willie is a Willie is a lot of people in my family named Willie. I got a lot of Willies in my life. Hey, super fam. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna get right into it. Hey, Roz, how you doing, sister? Tamika, Rob, Valerie, Maureen, Shelly. Listen, I'm out here, and that's a whole nother video that I'm working on right now, but I'm out here doing something completely different that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Thank you for that, Black Gun Owners Magazine. Appreciate that. I always appreciate your lives, King. Learn something every time. Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I really do. It's cold here. It's cold in Columbia, South Carolina as well. It's like 50 something degrees, like barely over it. So I don't know what's going on with the weather, but I'm out here on Freedom Acres and I was doing a lot of thinking. One of the things I was thinking about was I was setting up my security, setting up more security. We're gonna do a whole talk about that, okay? One of the things I did wrong, and that's not the reason we're here today, is you can never have enough security on your hip. We ain't talking about that today, but we're gonna talk about it because we need to. If you carry protection on your hip, okay, you carry a couple of them stain removers on your hip, if you know what I'm saying, okay? If you carry a couple of those stain removers on your hip, hey, Callie, then you know you're protected. You're protected. If you walk around with your can opener, you're protected. But I'm gonna be honest with you, out here on the land, even if you own your home, that's not enough. Some people think that that's all you need. Walk around with a couple of your stain fighters on your hip. That's not enough. That's not enough. You need to do your due diligence and take a little bit of extra investment and sit there, and you need to invest in security measures. I don't care what kind. I'm gonna show y'all what kind. I'm putting out more of these around my land, but you need to take security measures. People keep wanting to buy 40 acres, 50 acres, and all of this and stuff like that. but you have no idea that you still have to protect that. We have a lot of things going on, which we're going to talk about that too. But just that's neither here nor there. Those are two entirely different subjects that I'm not going to get into today. Right now, this is what I want to let you guys know. How many people, I'm going to do this first. How many people have bought land? How many people have bought land? I want to say hello to everybody just coming in the room. How many people already have purchased land? I don't care if it's a quarter acre. I don't care if it's an empty lot in the neighborhood. How many people have purchased land already? Raise your hand or say me, say me, raise your hand, anything. Throw it up. Throw it up. If you have already, I don't want to hear if like I've been thinking about it because you coming next. I'm talking about you have already invested in your land, your property. Okay, that's good. I just want to hear if you've already done it, not planning to do it, not closing next week. I mean, you literally have a deed in your hand right this very minute. I don't care whether you bought it through the bank or you bought it cash. Have you purchased land yet? Okay. All right. Now, how many people are working on purchasing some land right now? Say, I am, say, I'm a gonna. I mean it. This ain't nothing bad to you either. This is nothing bad. This is just some information. Say, I'm about to, or I'm a gonna. King, I'm a gonna. Queen, I'm about to. Say, I'm about to, I'm a gonna, in the process, working on it. I don't care what you say. Only the people that's working on it, I'm about to do it. I'm gonna do it. This is not bad. I'm not about to crack on you. I just want to share a little information. There you go. I'm gonna. I'm about to. Uh, I'm working on it. I'm going to. I'm in the process. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. You're even if you're just thinking about it, give it to me, even if I'm just thinking about it. So I got I'm a gonna, I'm about to, I'm working on it. Even if you're just thinking about it, and it's a good thought, it's a dream. Put it's a dream too. Okay. So the thing is, I'm coming at you and I'm gonna tell you a personal story. And I'm not gonna be on here all day. I'm gonna try not to be on here all day. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Before me and Lady Led purchased Easley Island, where our house is on Easley Island. That's what I named it, the one on the lake. Before we bought that, there was Easley Acres. Easley Acres was the land that we had before that. When we lived on that land, the reason what brings all of this up before I get into it, I was going through some old photos. I had to go get a lot of documentation together. And I'm going through a lot of old videos, a lot of old photos and everything. And I ran across all of our pictures from that land. Our gardens, our fruit trees, all the fruit, all the garden, everything, you know? And I was almost about to cry this morning just looking at that, like, wow, wow. The energy that I put into that land, the blood, literally blood, sweat, tears that I put in that land, and the trees that to this very day still stand because of me. There's palm trees all on that land that's still like 20 and 30 feet tall that I planted when they was just, you know, hip high to you. And now they're like massive. And I drive past that house sometime and I just shake my head. I did that. I I left that land because I got tired of that land. It wasn't off grid. That's when I used to call it on grid, off grid. Hey, Gigi, it was my on grid, off grid land because I was on grid, of course. But I was so far tucked away off in this side pocket of country here in South Carolina that nobody knew where I was. If I didn't tell you, you would think I was here. But I was literally right in front of the highway. Stick with me. I got rid of that land because at that house, even though I was off grid, I was on grid enough that I'm smack dab in the middle of the city almost. But I was off grid enough where they would not run water to our property, and they did not run not electrical. They didn't run water, and they didn't run gas or anything like that to the property. The house was a gas house, so everything ran off of electricity and gas. We were on a well. Propane cost so much money back then. I don't know what was going on. I refused to pay it. So in that house, we had a fireplace. So while we was there for that, whatever it was, 6, 7 years, whatever it was, every morning, I woke up, I went in there and got that fire started in the fireplace so the whole house can warm up because I gotta go to work, my wife gotta go to work, my kids gotta go to school. So I'm in there uh getting water. Oh, no, I take that back. My water heater was electric. So I'm getting all this stuff ready to warm the house up because even here in South Carolina, even some places in the South, so y'all, it get cold. And especially inside your house, sometimes it's colder in your house than it is outside. That's just the way it works. I don't know. I'm not a weatherman. It's just the way it is. I got tired of getting up every day and cutting wood, chopping wood, going out in the forest or going out in the ice cold or in the rain and pulling that wood in the house, going out to my barn, getting the wood, fighting snakes, fighting coyotes, fighting foxes, killing my chickens. All of these animals was killing my chickens, killing every livestock I had constantly. So every morning, damn near I got to go check and do a head count, make sure everybody's still alive. I got tired of seeing dead chicken bodies. I got tired of seeing all the blood stains in my grass. I got tired of chopping wood. I got tired of going through the forest to get the wood, gather the wood, haul the wood all the way back to the house. I had 5 acres. Haul the wood all the way back to the house on any means necessary. I didn't have no wagon. So I was coming up with all kind of stuff. Tarps, sleds, building little sleds, all kind of weird stuff just so it can sit and season because you can't be burning no fresh wood because it won't burn right. It'll just smoke. That's good if you outside at the campsite, but it's horrible. Green wood is horrible when you're trying to keep your house warm because all that smoke will just fill your whole house up. I got tired of all of that. I got tired of when the water get cut up, when the well get plugged up. I got to get the water out of the doggone drum I got out there because we were on well water. Sometimes the well water start tasting a little odd, so I got tired of having to boil the doggone well water to make sure it was safe. And that's where we coming to now. I made a mistake. I made a horrible mistake. That mistake was selling that land and buying this new home. Let's not twist this up. My new home was wonderful for my family. 5 bedrooms. Matter of fact, it's a dream home. 5 bedrooms, big brick house in a exclusive neighborhood and all of this stuff. And it was, let's put it like this. The house I live in now was my dream house. I'm around all these people that's well-to-do. I'm around all these people with money. I'm around this wonderful neighborhood. I'm around all of these amenities around the neighborhood. I don't have to do nothing, right? I bought the house for dirt cheap, but it's worth a fortune. It was a dream house. It's still a dream house. But I still made a huge mistake. Stick with me. You saying, Led, how did you make a huge mistake if you bought your dream house and it got absolutely everything you've ever wanted? It has absolutely everything that you've ever wanted. A house on a lake, 5 bedrooms, big giant yard, couple of acres. What else could you want, right? So you would think, oh, you acting all funny now. You acting like it, you too good. I can see how you can think that. But stick with me. I made a huge mistake because I made the same mistake that I think you made. I made the same mistake that I think you're gonna make. I sold my land to move into my dream house. What I didn't realize until I was there for maybe 2 years, I was in that house for 2 years, started my garden, chopped all the trees, got my house and my land together the way I wanted it. And then everybody starts seeing my land kind of wither and be like, dang, what's going on with Led? His garden ain't as big no more. His garden ain't as lush no more. What happened to all his tropical plants? What happened to all of this stuff? It's because I started losing that fire. I started losing that fire, that passion for gardening. I started losing that passion for growing food. I started losing that passion for getting out there and putting in that work. And I'm going to tell you why. What was helping me lose that passion was because I'm so caught in my dream house. And again, I made a big, horrible mistake that some of you have already made and some of you are about to make. And I'm here to stop you from making a horrible mistake. The horrible mistake was I was living somebody else's dream. I've been living somebody else's dream for the last 11 years in this house. Holla if you hear me. When you're raised from being a little kid, you see things on television, you see things on from your friends tell you stuff, you get things from your family, friends, neighborhood, your school, all this information go into your head, things off of television. So television, the media, your friends, your mom, your dad, your uncle, everybody that's around you, you know what they tell you? You want the big house, the beautiful wife, the dog in the yard, the picket fence, house on a lake. They put this false sense of, I don't know where we got that bull crap from. Yes, I do. Yes, I do know where we got it from. Most of us got it from because they never had it and they did the same thing that we're doing now. They saw people with money. They saw, right, the fast car, the fancy car, the motorcycles, and the boats. They saw other people with all this stuff and they look at them people and say, God, they living good. When we look at entertainers on television, the first thing we say is, oh, it must be nice to be Michael Jordan. Oh, it must be nice to be that doggone rich. Oh, it must be wonderful. But you know what you're raised with? You're raised with envy being programmed into your head. You don't even know it. When somebody tell you and teach you what your level of success or what your level of happiness should be, that becomes a problem. Thank you for that, Karen L. Thank you. I can't read that. Say, let somebody else dream will keep you asleep. There you go. Exactly. So we're dreaming when you want that big house and the this and the that and the car and the girl and the this and the that and the dog. Listen, I even bought, I had dogs before, believe it or not. I'm not a dog guy. They freaked me out for some reason. I told y'all the stories of that. But I've had dogs because I was trying to live somebody else's. That's why, think about this. If you tell people you really don't want to be dealing with dogs, they're like, oh, what? You want to fit in. When I tell people I don't sit around watching basketball, what? When I tell people I don't sit around watching football, what? They look at you like you're cursed, right? That's what they like to do. That's their dream. It's not mine. All of y'all in here that purchase land or want to purchase land, all of y'all that became gardeners and you planting gardeners, everybody think you foaming at the mouth crazy, don't they? Because your dream is not the norm. Some people, their dream, they want their kids to go to college, right? You want your kids to go to college so bad to get a higher education so they can get a better car, a bigger house, more junk in the garage, and all of this other stuff. You want them to go to college so bad, you don't even teach them how to be a good human being. I made a horrible mistake. My horrible mistake was selling my land. Thank you for that. Who is that? I can't see your name. I can't pronounce your name. Say, you are the man I wish to talk to in person someday. I hope we can meet. Thank you for that. That that's somebody else's dream you live in, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Everybody wants you, all your friends, let's be honest. Let's do this. All your friends want you to have the most beautiful wife, the most beautiful woman on your arm. They don't care if she have stark raving crazy. They don't care if she disgusting, she nasty, she mean, she evil. All they say, man, you got you a cold one though. Boy, she fine, boy. I know she a little crazy, but man, she fine. If it was me, that'd be me. How stupid do that sound? All the ladies, y'all know good and well. Y'all friends tell you, girl, he got the body, he got the muscles. Ooh, look at his car. Ain't nobody said nothing about this dude's brains. All your friends is telling you to do is go get this man body, get his muscles, and get in this fancy car. None of your girlfriends is telling you, girl, but what do we be talking about? Nothing. Box full of rocks. Box full of rocks. He don't be talking about nothing. He don't got no conversation, nothing. He don't got no game, nothing. He lightweight, super quiet, nothing. You go date that dude anyway, just because that's who your mama wants you to date, just because that's who your friends want you to be with, because they want to be with him. And they trying to live vicariously through you because he chose you, right? That guy chose you. So they want to live vicariously through you, then so they give you bad advice. Girl, go do it. Go do it. I made a horrible mistake. I went out and I got rid of that land and moved into the smack dead heart of my city, the busiest part of my city. And 1 minute, my neighbors could be blasting their music. The neighbors that I used to have on my land, they could be blasting their music out there, loud talking and partying and everything. And I could barely see them. I could barely hear them. The only way I could hear is the little bit of music like coasting over the air and through the trees. I could barely hear them. I gave that up to move in the city where if this dude gonna be cutting the grass for the next 4 hours, I gotta listen to that. And I live in a neighborhood where people just don't cut the grass just to knock the grass down. People be landscaping their stuff. People be out there all day. Now that ain't just one neighbor. You got about 100 neighbors all cutting their grass at the same damn time. If they ain't cutting their grass at the same time, it's like, okay, you done? Let me start mine up. So from sun up to sundown, damn near every day, somebody weed whacking, leaf blowing, grass cutting, power washing, something. You never get a moment's peace. And then at night, you can't sleep because the damn frogs is out there screaming. I made a horrible mistake. I left my land, and this what it used to sound like in the day and at night. That. Everybody wonder, why did I buy more land if I already had land? If I already had land and then moved into my so-called dream house, why am I turning around to sell my dream house to buy more land where the work is never done? Thank you, Yas girl. I'm pushing 50. I ain't pushing 50. I'm in 50 with the seatbelt on right now, okay? So I'm 50 years old. Now I decide to start all this hard work over again. You would think, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm living my dream. I know who I am now. It's not too much difference between the real me, my real name, and Lead Farmer 73. The only difference between me and Lead Farmer 73 is that made up name. The only difference between the real me that you see in the street every day and who you see right now is this name. Other than that, I'm the same person all day long. Take it for the good or for the bad. And I'm going to tell you one thing about me that I had to learn myself. Living in the middle of the city around all of these people and having all of those things and toys and trinkets and stuff at your every whim is not me. It's not me. Hell, it's not us. It's not me or my wife. I thought I was buying my wife a house so she can live good, right? But it's funny how we always do silly stuff like that. I used to buy my wife dresses and shoes and all of this stuff, right? I'm gonna tell you another one I used to buy her. Like for every holiday, birthday, or just because I would buy her cut roses, a bouquet of flowers. Why did I buy her dresses, bouquets of flowers, high heel shoes? Why did I do that? I didn't ask her if that's what she wanted. I assumed she's a woman. Women like shoes. Women like nice clothes. Women like dresses. I saw her looking at this dress in the store one day. Women like flowers, and guess what? She hate all that stuff. One day she told me, baby, I love you. I love you with all my being. But please don't buy me. Thank you for that, Kanzaka. Thank you for that. She said, but please don't buy me any more cut roses. Please don't buy me any more cut bouquets of flowers. I said, why? She ain't got no allergies or nothing, right? No. She said, if you gonna buy me something with life. Buy me a house plant. Or buy me a thing of broccoli that we can plant. Or bring home a tray of, tomatoes or something. I said, what? Flower? I mean, plants? But we got fruit trees. She said, you never can have too many fruit trees. You can never have too many vegetable plants. You can never stop adding to the garden. But these plants, these flowers, I'm going to set them in a jar. They're going to sit on this table, and all day and all night for the next 2 weeks, we're just going to literally watch them slowly die. She said, that's kind of depressing if you think about it. I said, damn, I never thought about it. I bought her these flowers, I bought her this dress, and I bought her these shoes because that's what I thought. Because society has brainwashed me into thinking all women like shoes. Guess what? My wife don't like high heel shoes. My wife like maybe a little heel or some flats. She like comfort. She ain't trying to stunt. That's just her. You might like high heels and not like flats, but you got to tell your husband that, right? You got to pull him to the side. Don't bring no more of them home. So I was trained that all women like this, all women's like that, all women like this, all women like boxes of candy. My wife told me, don't bring me no more chocolates. All right, vision preparedness. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I said, damn, no chocolates? She said, not that kind. Don't bring me no box. You know, you going to pay $30, $40 for this box of chocolates just because it got this fancy name on it. She was like, if you're going to bring me some chocolate, bring me a Hershey bar with almonds. That only cost 78, 79 cents. Yeah. Give me two of them because I don't want to be sitting down here because I feel obligated that I have to sit around and eat this whole box of candy because you paid $60 for it. And all of the chocolates in there ain't good. I only like the little ones with the caramel and the almonds and the nuts. So if you could just get me a, a Hershey bar with almonds, I'm good with that. I'm like, damn, see what I just did? I made a horrible mistake. See that? Assuming, and the reason I was assuming what my wife wanted is because society has trained me to bring the bouquet of roses and a box of chocolates to show my wife how much I love her. That ain't what it is. I used to work all day. I used to work all night. I used to work third shift, second shift, pick up extra hours so I could make my wife happy. I used to pick up that money. Thank you, Rucker Homestead. I used to pick up those extra hours so I can get that money so I could buy my wife the best and the fanciest of everything that she've ever wanted. Because she really, you know, she had one of those childhoods. She ain't have a lot. I wanted to give her everything. I wanted to buy her the world. I literally did. Guess what? That was a rocky road in the marriage right there, believe it or not. I'm like, wait a minute. My fight was, I'm sitting here working all these hours. I'm going to work for you. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm here bleeding. I'm sweating. I can't get no sleep all because I'm at work trying to please you. She said, No, you don't do that. Don't do that. You ain't taking overtime hours to please me because I didn't ask you to do that. All I want you to do is be home with me. We got enough of everything. I'm like, all I could think was, what woman talks like this? You want me to be home, laying up next to you, watching TV, watching movies? What's up, GT? That don't make any sense. I'm out here grinding. Every woman on the planet will want all this stuff. She said every woman in the world may want this stuff, but I don't. Every other woman might want it. I don't want this. I want you next to me. We make plenty of money. You don't have to do this. I bought my wife a car and she never damn drove it. I'm gonna tell you what car it was too. It was a Ford, the Ford Escort GT, low profile rims. It was the sport edition. Did she hated that car? I'm sitting here like, what? I drove the damn car because she wouldn't drive it. It sat out on the curb and nobody drove it. It ultimately got crashed and stolen. But I sat there like, she didn't want that car. I bought it like, babe, look, come outside, look what I got you. I made a huge mistake because what trained me to think that my wife wanted flowers, box of chocolate, high heel shoes, and this short dress or whatever it is, and a sports car. Society told me that. I did not listen to my wife. My wife didn't tell me I want a sports car. My wife did not tell me. You know what my wife's favorite car was back in the day? She wanted a Toyota Camry. I used to be like, a what? You mean a shoe with wheels on it? That's trash. But that's what my wife wanted. I made a horrible mistake. My wife wanted a plain old goldish color Toyota Camry. I didn't listen to that because society had told me your wife wants a Mercedes. Your wife wants a sports car. Your wife wants a drop top. Your wife wants this dress, these shoes, this everything. Your wife wants this big brick house with all these bedrooms that she gotta clean up. Your wife want all of these clothes that she'll never wear. Your wife want all this chocolate that she's just gonna go outside and throw out to the chickens because she's not gonna sit and eat those because she don't like that flavor. She don't like the raspberry jelly inside that chocolate. I'm sitting here not listening to my wife and thinking I'm giving her the world, but I wasn't. I made a horrible mistake. I was giving her what society told me that this woman wants. I didn't ask my own wife. I was giving my wife what society brainwashed me into thinking that every single woman wants this. And men, heads up, this is where we make a big mistake when it comes to relationships. I ain't no relationship guru by a long stroke because I got my problems. But I'm telling you this, I'm telling you, this is universal. One of our biggest mistakes is thinking we know what that woman wants. It's just, you know what? It's a little embarrassing sometimes, but it's just easier to ask. Okay? I mean it. When I say it's just easier to ask, it ain't the popular manly thing to do. Like, you like that? Huh? You like that? No, no, I'm not really just, I'm not talking freaky. I mean, really, do you like that? Yeah, okay, I'll keep doing it. Really, really, I mean it. Ask them. You gotta ask them. If you really want to please your wife, if you really want to please your husband, ask them what the hell they want. Stop assuming, or you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. And you're gonna waste a lot of time, and it may cost you your relationship, it may cost you your marriage, it may cost you something even worse. I've been programmed just like you. I've been programmed like all of us to want things that you don't even really want. If you, I'm not gonna get on that side. We're programmed to want things that we don't even want. Even the commercials they force you, you want this hamburger. It's so juicy. Come on down while it's still on sale. Come now. And they'll even make commercials back in the day. Even Eddie Murphy had a joke about this. I don't want no house burger. Remember that? This is a mama house burger. Remember that? They make it so you don't even want real food anymore. They have programmed us to not even want real food to the point most of us only eat fast food. Most of us only eat fast food, and it's all due to programming, listening to what they telling you to eat. So what I'm telling you now, I don't want you to make these mistakes that I've made in my life. So when everybody keep asking me if you had land already and then you bought your so-called dream house, why are you turning around selling your so-called dream house to just go out and buy land again? Because you're gonna have more hard work because there ain't no house on this land. You got clearing to do. I didn't have to do that before. I got 100 times more work now than I had back then. I got way more land now than I had back then. Why would I do this? Because you got to dig deep in yourself and ask yourself, self, is this what we want? Because when you talk to yourself like that, you're not talking to yourself. You talk to the Most High, and He gonna talk back. Yeah, I don't believe I care for this very much. You don't? Nah, it was nice. Just like what your wife would say, right? It's nice. It's not me. This ain't me though. What? I thought you loved this. It's like I say, I've had some of this before. It's okay, but I wouldn't want to eat this every day, or I wouldn't wear that every day. It's just gonna sit in the closet. Don't spend that money. Society has programmed us to do this and to live like this. This is not what I don't want to live in a city next door to people. I don't. This is just me. Okay. I don't want to come out my door and just to go get the mail and I gotta wave at 40 people. Hey John. Hey Jim. Hey Bob. Hey Luke. Hey Den. Hey Sally. Hey Mary. I don't want to do that. I want to come outside in my MF and drawers, go get my mail, come back in the house. I don't mind if I be like, hey, how y'all doing out there? All right now. Y'all know that long distance country holler. That's what we used to do. Hey, all right now. Okay, dog. You gotta be extra so they can actually see you throwing it up for them. That's that country hello. That's as much as I want. The neighbors I got around here, I gotta do that too. If I go outside my perimeter. All right now, dog, all right. Okay, I got you. That. That's that long country hello. I don't want to say, hi, Mary, hi, Sue, hi, Jim, hi, Bob, hi, Dan, hi, Dave, hi, Luke. I don't want people damn near. This is another thing I don't want. I live so close to all these other people that I'm gonna be staring at the mail truck for the next 15 minutes because the point he gets so confused with all the numbers, we all got to stand out in the middle of the street and hand each other the mail to each other, you know, because all the names is so close. The Luke, the Larry, the all of them, the Marys, the Marthas, the Mavis, all these names is the same. All the numbers is the same. I was a mailman. I know how this works. It get confusing when you get in those tight-knit cities and communities. Now you got to be friends with them so they don't, you know, throw your mail away or throw your package away. That's not me. You see this? This is me. This is me. And you got to find you. Stop living somebody else's dream. Stop living somebody else's whole dream. Stop letting people live vicariously through you because it'll make you do some stupid decisions. Because somebody be like, hey, look, I wouldn't buy that car right there. You know how many times I that was pulled on me and it worked? I wouldn't buy that car. No, 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 no. Man, this one right here, you look good in that right there, boy. You look good in that one right there. I would get that one if I was you. You get in the car that you just bought that everybody told, ooh, this one nice, this one nice. They saying it's nice. They in the passenger seat. Man, it's nice. Look at these plush seats. Man, this thing is all power, sunroof, everything. Oh, God. They going off while you're sitting and driving. But while you driving, you kind of looking around like, yeah, it is kind of nice, I guess. He like, look at this. Oh, man, it light up down here. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Even though what you're doing is you're talking yourself into liking it. While he's sitting over here cheerleading for the car and pumping you up, you kind of really ain't feeling it. You like, it's cool, but I can't see getting in this car and driving it every single day for the next damn 10 years or so. It's not me like that. But everybody pumped you up. It's for instance, what's one of the hottest cars around? A Dodge Charger, a Dodge Challenger, a Chevy Camaro. Everybody hot-headed. Oh, I just got that Dodge Charger. I just got that Hellcat. You know what? Soon as they stopped making that one body style, I was like, that's an ugly ass car. They ruined it. But they don't care how it look no more. They don't care if it's comfortable no more. It's a Dodge Charger. It's a Dodge Challenger. And when you pull up in a Dodge Challenger, a Dodge Charger, you know you're going to get props. You know you're going to get props, so you live vicariously. I mean, you are living somebody else's wants and dreams. You kind of ain't really even feeling this car like that ever since they stopped that old body style. But that's what we do. So I'm here to tell you the reason why I left my old land is because, number one, I thought that's what my family wanted. My family was doing just fine. I thought my family wanted nice amenities. I thought my wife and my kids wanted to, you know, we had a nice cement driveway that wrapped around the entire house. It was a horseshoe driveway that literally went around about a quarter acre of my land. You could just drive, the kids could play basketball, the kids could, you know. My son really, and he had friends he could go play with and everything off in the woods in the country back there. This one is just a bunch of older, rich people. So my son really ain't get a chance to get out until he got in, you know, when he go to school is good, but coming home, Ain't nobody out here there for him but the ducks, you know, till he start getting of age where he can hang out on his own. That's when he was doing it. I made my son go through that. Cause I think about it, I thought my kids, my son, wanted to be in this big city, fancy stuff. He could give a damn less. He has never been impressed with any of it. When we was at that land, he was always outside, always running around. I used to have to go find him. I can remember my son was so busy out on that land that we used to have that I bought one of them two-way radios and I clipped it on his hip. I said, you keep this with you, because I don't be knowing where you at. Because we had land, so he was always exploring and adventuring. So I get on the radio, where you at? Come on, where you at so I can see you? Scream real, do the whistle. I can't do the whistle because that'll give me away. He'll do the whistle, and I see he coming from over this way. Come on in, it's about time to eat. Now, I always know where he at. Because well, since he's been a teen, not really. But those tween years, he was just not feeling this big, beautiful house in this big, beautiful neighborhood with everything wrapped around us. He's a country boy. At heart, he was born in the country, he was raised in the country, and I moved my country boy to the city because I thought that's what he wanted. I was raised in the city, buildings, fast life, sidewalks, crime, all of that. I was raised in the city. My parents both was country, North Carolina and Lexington, Kentucky. So I'm thinking, this is what I want. I'm not. I was born in the city, I was raised in the city, but I'm a country boy at heart because that's what I was taught by my mother and father. So all these years, I'm fighting with myself, living in this city, but we country as hell in the house. Outside, all my friends is watching me now from back home know. Outside, I'm that. I'm that guy, right? But in the house, when I invite some of my friends over for dinner, it ain't what they used to eat. You want to get on with these pigtails? Yeah, my mama just hooked them up. She's a pig what? Pigtails. Don't y'all eat pigtails? Oh, you might not want the tails, I know, because it's from the back end. How about the ears? There's plenty of ears left. My mama. You want some neck bones? You down? Y'all good? You good? Y'all good? What? What y'all bring your own food? That was me offering my friends pigtails and neck bone soup. That was the real me. So if you battling yourself, if you've purchased some land and you think you get on that land and you like, this is too much work. I want to go back to the city. I'm not going to knock you if you do, because I get it. Everybody got to make their own decision and you got to find out for yourself. And guess what? Some people, they really do really want to be back in that city life. Nothing wrong with that. But I think it's at least 75% of us know good and well if you about to move back into that city life, this part of you is like, yeah, I can't wait to have nice running water, hot, cold, this, that, shower, no more of this, no more heating up wood, no more. But in here, you know you making a mistake. You gonna miss that. You gonna miss that. I'm telling you. Because I was in that house probably 2 or 3 years. And all I kept saying was, at the old land, I could just go out there. I ain't got to go look at nobody. That kind of talk start coming out more and more. Hell, I don't, as bad as I want to go get my package on the front porch, Dan is out there cutting his grass. There goes Suzanne standing over there and telling him how to cut the damn grass. What is they arguing about? I don't want to get in the middle of that. I want my package. I need to go get my mail. This check done dropped, and I need to go out there and get it. But they ain't done arguing and fussing. Ah, the first thing they're gonna do is say, "Hey Scott, can you come here for a minute?" Ah, no. Thank you, Black Mama. Thank you for that. Can you come here for a second? Did you hear those gunshots last night? No. Oh, those. That was me. Someone was shooting last night. Did you hear it? At 4 in the morning? No, Bob, I didn't hear no gunshots at 4 in the morning because I was a little bit busy, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe you should be busy too. You wouldn't hear no gunshots. Just saying. Because I saw y'all out there arguing on the front lawn the other day. And maybe if you was busy with your wife, instead of listening out for gunshots to report it on your Ring doorbell neighborhood, you wouldn't heard nothing. Okay? Snitches get stitches. I'm just saying. I don't got time for that. I don't want to have those conversations all the time. Just because I'm going to get the mail. I don't always want to go put no damn pants on just to go get the mail. You understand? I want to be, if I'm between the house and the mailbox and I got a ways to go, if I got to pee, I can pee. I ain't got to hurry up, drop the mail, run all the way to the house and almost barely make it. Nope, if I'm do this. That's that life I miss. I miss it, not the gross part, but just I'm in full control of everything I do, every decision I make, every choice I make. I'm in control of it. So I'm asking you, who are you living for? Please don't make the same big mistake I just made and start living for somebody else. You're living somebody else's lifestyle. You living somebody else's dream. Look, family, come on, let's be for real. I live in this very expensive neighborhood, and I'm the only man in the whole neighborhood with about 15, 18 hens laying eggs and clackling every damn morning. I'm ashamed to have a rooster out there because it's, the neighbors. I want a rooster. That's me. I'm out there with honeybees, so people driving by and stuff while me and my wife is in the beehives and they stopping and looking like it's damn Universal Studios and we the dancing bears in these suits. Oh my God, I think they got bees constantly. So I know that's another thing. I don't go check my hives as often as I should because I know I'm going to be, it's going to be spectators. And sometimes I just want to get in my beehives, check my bees, or get the honey and get out of there. I don't want, hey, 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 so you're a beekeeper? No, I ain't no beekeeper. This is cosplay, me and my wife. This is cosplay. We on the way to a convention. Oh, and the bees is a prop too. Yeah, I'm a beekeeper. So you got any honey in that thing? Any honey is inside of it? All beekeepers know you're always asked about the honey, right? There's some honey in that thing, right? That box? There's honey in there? They made some honey in there? Wow. Wow. You think I've ever get a chance to taste it? I doubt it. They're not making honey right now. I don't even know you, man. You know? Your privacy is destroyed. Your privacy is destroyed. Everything you do is ruined. Every decision you want to make is is ruined. So don't make the same mistake I did because if I'm gonna post the pictures of our old garden, our old house, all the accomplishments. Listen, we had accomplished a garden so so off the chain. I had to make sure it was mine. Like, is this a picture of my stuff? Was this a picture of mine? And I slowly start remembering how I built these trellises and how I built this fencing and the painstaking time it took me to string up all the stuff the way I strung it up. Like, I did that. That was me. I have left the old me so bad that I didn't even remember half of the things that I had built and accomplished. So I'm looking at the pictures like, is that mine? This picture belonged to? Until I could see one of my old shoes in the background, or my boot, or my tattoo. Like, that's me. Damn, I don't even remember building that. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yeah. I used to grow fields of corn. Can you believe that? I used to grow fields of corn. And I left all of that peace and tranquility because I didn't want to go chop a little bit of wood. I left all that peace and tranquility because I didn't want to drink well water that kind of tastes like egg butt every blue moon. I left all that peace and tranquility to go live somebody else's existence. Don't make the same mistake I did. If you got land, think about it before you go. Make sure that's what you really want. Make sure this is who you really are. Because I promise you, if it's not, and you just jumping through hoops and you just think you want to get off that hard work land, you're going to miss it. If you're anything like me, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss that hard work. You're going to miss the taste of that funky egg water every blue moon, you know? You're going to miss it. You're going to miss that tranquility. You're going to miss that peace. And you know what you're going to end up doing? Waste a lot of time. I wasted 11 years trying to live somebody else's dream. I thought it was mine. It's not. It's the crap they put in my head on commercials, on cartoons, on movies, everything. It's not fancy furniture. I don't want that stuff. I want a good rocking chair, a good wooden rocker on my back porch. I want to look out at the woods or look out at my pond. That's what I want. That's the real me. I want to go out here and pop off a couple rounds if I feel like it. That's the real me. I don't always want to be thinking like, if I go to popping some off right here, am I going to hit somebody or somebody going to call the police? That's not me. That's them. That's how they wanted me to live. It's not me. A lot of people walking around living somebody else's dream. I'm done with that. So you will see me slip back into something a little bit more comfortable, which is me. So everybody is like, where's your garden, this and that? I'm about to transfer all of that lifestyle, all of my real me. Let me break something else to you that I told my wife, and I made a promise to my wife, and everybody here can vouch for this. So if I ever cross the line, call me out on it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I told my wife this: YouTube will be across my fence over there. My YouTube life is gonna be over there. When my house is built over here, this is my home. Never the two shall meet. I will not crisscross those ever again. Because it's cute crisscrossing your YouTube life and content with your home life and content at first. It's cute. But when you got a bunch of people that know you, know where you live, and then you got a handful of nut jobs, it becomes a little dangerous. Never again will I show this is my home. It's not, it will not be for show. The other side is going to be Lead Farmer 73. Our other land that we're about to purchase will be Lead Farmer 73. but I'll never let the two cross again because it sounds sweet and it sounds great, but I'm telling you, it's not. Because you think right now that you won't reach a status where people will want to try to find you. You right now, how many subscribers you got, right? You think right now, like I did, you think ain't nobody looking at your address. You think ain't nobody Googling you. You think ain't nobody Google Earthing you. You think that now because they may not be now, but overnight, people are going to want to know what color drawers you wearing. Do your left sock match your right sock? Where did you get those shoes at? They're going to want to know everything. And the next thing you know, they're going to be knocking on your door asking, can I come in and meet you? It gets a little crazy, it gets a little scary. Trust and believe. Don't think it won't happen to you because it will. If you keep on pushing, like I told you the other day, don't quit this YouTube thing. Don't quit your social media platform. Don't quit, and it's going to blow up on you. I ain't going to mention this young lady's name, but she just blew up too on her platform overnight. And now I know good and well she's one of our friends here in the Greenhouse Lounge. I know she knows now what this feel like. Don't make that same mistake I did. Ask your wife or ask your husband what they like. Don't be ashamed of it. I'd rather somebody say no or be mad because you didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. I ain't no mind reader. I ain't no magician. You know, is this your card? Is this your card? No. Tell me. Even Tevin Campbell said it, didn't he? Tell me what you want me to do. Tevin said it. Tell me. I'm not gonna sit around trying to be like, I think she liked that ooh, what's that thing your mama like? You know that what's that perfume your mama like? My son would be like, Mama don't like perfume. Yeah, she do. Remember? She liked the commercial. Dad, she liked the commercial. She don't like the perfume. Oh, okay. Don't make that same mistake. Go to asking folks what they want and then start soul searching and find out who you really are. Is half the stuff you drive or the things you do, is you doing this for somebody else? Are you making a garden on YouTube because everybody else is planting this? Is you planting this plant because everybody else is planting it? Are you growing this in your garden because it's everybody? You don't even eat this. You don't really even care for this. You don't really even like this, but everybody else is growing it, and all their videos is doing pretty good. So I guess I'm gonna try to grow it. I'm guilty of that myself. I've done that. Um, I can't think of the name of this vegetable that I'm not fond of, and I was growing the hell out of it, and it just sat there and rot, or I feed it to the chickens. I ain't doing that no more. But everybody on YouTube love growing it. It just wasn't my thing. So family, I'm just here to tell you, just don't make the same mistakes I made. Because it's gonna cost you, forget the money, because you might have the money. It's gonna cost you time. I've lost 11 years of living on some peace and quiet land. 11 years living in a neighborhood that I lightweight can't hardly stand. You know? So, I'm gonna let y'all go. I said I wasn't gonna stay on here long. I want to say thank you to all the moderators. Thank you to all the people that donated. I really appreciate it. I just hope what I had to say today helps anybody out there. Because I know a lot of y'all watching right now. I know you're doing something only because everybody else is doing it. Something. If you ain't rocking it like that, just don't. Y'all almost had me wanting a dog there for a minute. Black's Tropical Homes, they had them beautiful Rottweilers, and they're beautiful. I'm just, and I almost wanted one. I just know I would do that dog a disservice because I'm not a dog kind of person. I'm just not. You know, I love them. I love them. I love to see them. I love people with them. But do I want one? No, I don't. I gotta say I don't. So somebody said now I'm gonna say that somebody just said I had 43 acres, had to downsize to 23 acres, and it had a lot to keep up. It was a lot to keep up with, but I love it. That's what I'm talking about. It's a lot to keep up with, y'all. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Cause look, already I gotta cut this grass again. I just cut it. I just cut it. But if it take you about 2 days to cut all this open acreage, by the time you reach that side of the acreage, this side of the acreage done grew up about 2 or 3 inches already. So it's constant work, but I love it. I love it. I don't have to even calm myself into thinking that I feel good. Let me tell you something. This how much I love it. If it wasn't raining, I'll be on my lawnmower right now. This how much I love it. Every time I'm on the lawnmower, I got my headphones on and I'm listening to y'all videos. That's what, when y'all have long videos, trust and believe, one of those thumbs up is me. And trust and believe, I'm listening. I'm on my lawnmower, I'm driving, and I'm listening to your video because I love being out here cutting the grass and listening to all the people. Every now and then I hear somebody say something so crazy, I gotta stop and look at the chat real quick, like, oh, they in here clowning. they clowning. But I keep going. I love this. Who the hell enjoys things like that? Me. My wife had to make me stop because I was here cleaning up all that junk a couple weeks ago. I was moving all that junk. I was chopping down trees. Wait till y'all see this. Wait till you see it. When I'm moving stuff around. She's like, that's enough. You need to come to the house. So I'm like, okay. I forgot I lived somewhere else. I was loving this so much. I forgot I still live at Easley Island. It was 100% full steam, pedal to the metal on Freedom Acres because I had to remember I live somewhere else too. So I was like, okay, okay. Right now, listen, family. Right now, my RV is tore up, or I would be in there because it's been raining on me this whole time. I would be in the RV this whole time, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm not. Because it's tore up in there from all the things I was dropping, all the projects I had going on. It's tore up in there because I was out here and I was in the middle. And I even said in the morning, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna get the RV back cleaned up and everything. And then she called me like, you need to come to the house. You need to come to the house, sir. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was working on that. She said, I know what you working on. You probably still moving that junk. You chopping down trees. And I told you, please don't use that chainsaw while I ain't there watching you just in case something happen. Come to the house. Okay, babe, I'm coming home. I'm on my way to the house. I can't say coming home no more because my heart already done left. My heart is already at Freedom Acres. When I go back to Easley Island, it's kind of like all I see now. I'm gonna tell you what I see when I go back to Easley Island. You know how it is when you about to move and you done move most of your stuff into your new house. And when you get back to your old house or your old apartment, you kind of like, I'm gonna miss this place. But man, I can't wait to get settled in the new house. You know, everybody's had that feeling. I can't wait to get settled into the new house. Ooh, man, it's gonna be some work, but it's fun. I can't wait to paint this wall. You know, I can't wait to take that sink off and put the sink I want on that. You get back to your old apartment and you kind of like, I'm gonna miss this old place. But oh well, arrivederci. That's how I feel. Anybody else will see that house and see that land and see the potential and all of that and be like, oh my God, it's a dream house. Because it really is. It really truly is. But the question is, whose dream? I do live in a dream house. I live in a lot of people's dream house. But the real question is, whose dream is it Really. I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. Live Farmer 73. I don't want to make this too long. I got a lot of work to do. I love you. Everybody have a wonderful, happy holidays and everything else you're doing. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. I love you, and I hope this message helped you. Live Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out.